Fort Tejon Historic State Park, and up there in the mountains, you probably can't see them, are poppies. They're orange, they're beautiful. The oaks. This is a fabulous campground, but it's for like reserved for reservations. And what I mean by reservations is you can reserve it for a family gathering, that type of thing. So I'm not exactly sure all of it. You'd have to look. It's Fort Tejon Historic State Park. Beautiful. And the poppies up there in the hills. That orange is the poppies. That's gorgeous. Down here is a military cemetery. I'm taking you to. U.S. Dragoons died at Fort Tejon September 8th, 1855. I totally slaughtered that. Let's try to see what's on here. Interesting. Beautiful. So pretty. And up there in the hills, up right here are poppies. That whole area, that orange, that's poppies. That's the state flower. Very beautiful. And this is the hike down to the buildings. Take a walk down to the buildings. See, not too bad. This is the Park Ranger Road up to the campground. Here we go. Those are the buildings. And the 5 is on the other side of that. You can see through the trees, the traffic flying by. Beautiful little meadowy area here. Outbuildings at the state park, and no idea what those are. building I go to meditate at, and it's on Foxenwood Canyon Road out in Orchid, outside of Orchid, out towards Sisquo. These are beautiful. These old adobe buildings of California are amazing. These were the officers' quarters. All right, so we'll do this. Officers' quarters. And then we'll go back. And we'll look inside. Officers' quarters. Interesting. So that goes back through to the other room. There's like a fireplace there. Window. So they had a window, fireplace, door to the interior to the next room, or that was left open, and then the door to the outside. Pretty small. Pretty close to what La Purisma Mission looks like. Oh, that's interesting. No idea what that's. Maybe that's fireplace on the other side. There's a fireplace there. That's brick. That's new. Maybe that's to help keep it up or something, because that stuff's adobe and that's the newer stuff. So this is amazing. That's the adobe. This is the third room. Oh yeah, they have a brace keeping the wall up. Got it. Okay, that's what the other sides are for. Is keep the walls braced, trying to save this site, this historical site in California. So it's all braced up. All right. Well, I'm not in construction, so all the contractors can tell me that they knew what that was when I said, what's that? And over here, interesting. Well, would that be a cistern? Is that called a cistern? This house. Nice parlor. Beautiful. So the rangers in the state are doing an amazing job. Wow. It's amazing. So I came in the back kitchen. Back pantry door. There's a front door out here, and this is the dining room. This is absolutely gorgeous. They just made this an amazing place. Beautiful. And the fireplace. Trying to get a good picture of that fireplace in there. officers' quarters. These are officers' quarters. So this was the front porch. I came in the back. So I'll show you the front and then we'll come back in and I'll go down to the basement. So I went in the back way into the building, into the parlor and the dining room. And this is the front of it. This is the front of the officers' quarters. Absolutely beautiful. Barracks would be down there. Now we're going to go down to the basement because we did the parlor and the dining room. As I said, I came in that door, which was the back door. Oh, look, you can't go down to the basement. You can look down in the basement. You may not go down into the basement. I had thought there were steps right here to go down. That's the liquor and the supplies that they spoke about on this. Oh, it wasn't liquor to drink, it was liquor to preserve animals. Okay. And then this is upstairs. There's some steep stairs. Pretty narrow, very steep. Little window. The adult bedroom. Look at that. A wolf. Wow. That's fabulous. You really did a great job. Going down that staircase is going to be really fun. Nice. So very nice. And then over here, so this whole loft area would be, I guess, sitting, maybe. It's pretty fabulous. And over here would be a child and servants bedroom. Oh, okay. Interesting. So the servant would either be the nanny or the housekeeper nanny and take care of everything. Out here, companion to whatever woman ended up out here in 1855, right? So here we go down these awesome stairs. Holding on. Into the dining room. And into the parlor. One last look at the parlor. Beautiful. Again, out the back way where the chicken coop is, and there's a garden back there, and the outhouse was what we came. That's what that big that building is. It's the outhouse. Saw it coming up. And then out here, front porch again. Beautiful front lawn area, which during the spring would be exactly what you're seeing right now. Be fabulous with the poppies up there. Be pretty desolate though. And then down here, the barracks and the outbuildings and the where the animals were kept over there. Here are the barracks. Let you guys pause for a minute to see that. It's the barracks. I don't know if we can go inside the barracks. It's not looking open. Because I can't actually see the building if it's open. I guess that one is. But there are people, and I might stop filming if people are in there. If there are people, I will be ending this. I won't be filming anymore. I'll do it another time when there's nothing there. So we'll see.
Look at the bird. Can I help you, bird? That's so sad. Yeah, it's complete. Ronnie, catch it and put it outside. Catch it? Yeah, I catch it. You got it.
It's a bird rescue. A group of young girls came in and rescued the bird. How awesome. So here we go. More of the park. More details of carpentry. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. This is the Calvary. Knapsack Bass Combine. So it just looks like it was cavalry stuff, but I guess it's the regular guys. So this is and because I'm gonna let these girls have their privacy. Very interesting. And the actual sleeping quarters. Oh, they left. The girls left. I was going to give them their privacy and let them see they didn't want to see where I was going. So I can do this a little slower again. And here we go. Really nice. Oh, here we are. Okay, this is a bayonet. It's really a well done park. I didn't know they still had all of this here. I wasn't sure if we had this left in the state. Everything is changing. But anyways, at any rate, this is a wonderful place to come and visit and see all the history. Just amazing. And then out this way. No, not that way, that way. All right, here is, what is this? don't know what that is. Mountain Hauser pack saddle. Wow. And out the back more. A few revolvers. Can't really get a great picture of this saddle. It's pretty amazing though. I'll try to get closer. No, I'm getting too much reflection. And then out the back. And this would be where the corral was. The 8. Over there's the cookhouse. Here are the trees. As I turned around, I saw there was another door open out back here. So there's another bit that I missed of an office, I believe. First sergeant's room. Oh, from the barracks. The first sergeant would be. Wow. Well, if you're the first sergeant, you have a lot of responsibility. With all the trimmings comes the responsibility of knowing the voices of your men in the night. And then it goes back into the barracks back there. Okay, so that was the first sergeant's room. Then over here, I'm not exactly sure what's over here. I'll go find out. I thought this was the kitchen, but the kitchen might have been that I thought was the corral. I don't know. Because that had the kitchen plaque in front of it. So maybe the kitchen was there behind the barracks and it didn't survive. You know, we have a lot of earthquakes and fires in California. So buildings and whatnot back in the day got tore up. And what we can preserve, we try now, especially our history out here. San Luis Obispo is great at preserving their history. Solvang, Santa Barbara, LA, some of the other desert towns, bigger desert towns, not so much because they tried to change things and make them new. That didn't work either. And this is the quartermaster's office. Okay. Interesting. All right. Can't really see in there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Fort Tejon Historic State Park. A little bit of it. Little visual of California. Have a great one. Be well.